Right, hi again. This is the CNC build, as I said last video. It's all running, all sweet. I think I've demonstrated that in the video. We're just starting to mount this now. I've got the motor mounted, all ready to be wired up with the clutch and what have you. So the Z-axis there is looking pretty cool, pretty neat. I'm just going to mount the motors and the racks along there, and the racks through here. Today I'm focusing on the electronics, or the electrics should I say. There's the motor drivers. Yeah, this is the Myplasm CNC that I'm using. Have a good old look there. You've got 4 motor drives coming out of it, and you've got a good few inputs and outputs and bits and pieces. And then from that we got the THC and ohmic, which is excellent. Let me just move that out of the way, there we go. And that interfaces directly to the Hypertherm XB45 that I've got. 2 power supplies. Some people say, why do you want 2 power supplies? That big one's plenty. I like to drive the Myplasm from a completely separate power supply. It's just the way I like to do it. And then all the motors and everything else gets driven off of that big power supply. So that's pretty much it. I didn't have the right cable, so what I've done is I've kind of done a little trick, really. I've peeled out some 2-core cable and put the little crimps on. These crimps are really cool, and I've used the insulation of it to just make cable binds. So yeah, it just makes life easy. So put 3 or 4 of those on before you put the ends on. Make sure you do it before you put the ends on. These are little crimps I use. You can see what they are. You need to pick one out. Lots of different sizes. Go with the crimping tool. There's the little bits I've cut up to put on it. It's quite a neat little trick. It works really, really well. Here are the motors. So 2 Y-axis motors, 1 X-axis motor. Got my cable tidy there. Got cable. Don't know whether I got plenty of cable, but I got cable there. Obviously the oh fuck it switch is there, which is the emergency stop, e-stop. A little bit of earth cable, and that's about it. So what I'll do is when this is all wired in and tidied up, I'll bolt it to the end of this vid, and at least you'll be able to see. And then I'm hoping today to at least get to drive the Z. So if I can just get that one to go up and down today, I mean that'll be a major milestone, because there's quite a bit of work involved in it all. And also the parts have come for my machine, which is going to be same width as this one, but it's going to be 2.7, nearly 3 meters long, so it'll be longer that way. Okay, and I think, as I said before, I'm going to squeeze it in over in the corner of the workshop there somehow. I haven't quite worked out how, but I will. The other thing I've bought as well is that I've bought, let's go out to the container. There's a clue there. Also bought myself a little TIG welder, inverter fusion TIG welder. Quite nice. Got some really cool setup on it. I'll do a proper sort of, I might do a separate video just for a review of that one all by itself. Here's all the steel work ready for my build. So there we go. That's pretty much where we are. So I'll keep you informed, and if I can get this little puppy running up and down, then we'll bolt it to the end of the video, and at least you'll be able to see it moving up and down. I'm going to wire it into my laptop for now, because the Myplasm controller works off Windows 10, and it's happy doing so. You just connect it in via USB there, and download the software, and go. That's about it, really. Okay, what I'll do then is I'll leave it for now. I'll keep plugging away at all of this. I do like to solder the ends of the wire before I put the crimps on, because I always find that the solder gives the crimp something to bite to. Just, I don't know, just makes me feel better. Anyway, I will catch you later with a bit of an update with a bit of luck. Thanks now. Cheers. Okay, here we go. Well, it's all wired in. There's the power cable going into the power supply. There's the little power supply, taken power off the big power supply, the 240, and then, as I said earlier, the power that goes out to feed the Myplasm is its own power supply. I've got the RS485 going into the back of the plasma interface. That should be shielded. I'm going to have to replace that with shielded cable a little bit later, but I just wanted to make sure it works, and as you can see, that's functioning. It's all ready to go. Need to wire in these to the plasma, which I'm going to do a bit later. Again, I should get that done today, so I'll show that working. We've got all our lights on our, hang on, let's turn around and read it a bit better. All our lights are working on there. We've got our power supply. We've got our RS485 is working. We've got the controller flashing steady, which is great. There's the power coming out of the power supply. There's the power going quite tidily to all of these. So these black wires here, here are the power to the motor drivers, which is CWD556, I believe. So all that's working. We've got our Z drive Y. The Y is slaved to this one because I need that. I need two motors for the Y, and one's got to be inverse rotated. So that's done, and there's our X to go across. I've labelled them up like Z, X, Y1, Y2, and the motors are Z, X, Y1, and Y2. So that's labelled up. I've put the pinions on the ones that I'm going to need to interface rack and pinion, and obviously the Z. Oh, it looks like an N there. Yeah, should have an underline under that. Never mind. And that is obviously for the Z axis. Ooh, that axis, not that. There's the E-stop. I want to wire the E-stop in, and there's some Hall effect sensors for homing. A few spare clips there. So that's it in its entirety. That is all the electronics done, really, apart from the obvious, where I need to get the home set up, the E-stop set up, material detection, collision, and a couple of spare inputs, which I don't know what I'm going to use them for, if at all. I haven't got it. So there we go. And now here is the Myplasm interface, and just to show it's working, let's see if I can. Okay, so there we go. We are going to pretend, not real, cut this. So there we go. So there we go. So if we press go on that, and you can see, here we go. Everything's working as it should do. And you'll see the lights here show what's going on as the motors are being driven. And there's the communication lights, which means we're communicating with the computer. All that. It's all great fun to watch. So here we are. Let's go and doing all of that stuff. Cool, huh? We'll run it again, because the great thing about the Myplasm software is that whether you kind of like it or no, it shows you what's going on. So there you can see that. There's the cut. Yeah. And it goes up to that one. There we go. And you can see that it's doing the cut. Yeah, and if you notice, the Y1 and Y2 are working opposite. They have to, by the way, they're going to be mounted on the machine. There we go. So one will be one side, one will be the other. And that's pretty much as far as I've got. So I'm hoping, like I say, to get the torch in, to get all of these gubbins here sorted out and test the ohmic ring. Maybe, maybe not. But the first thing I want to do is get this Z drive, or if you like, the N drive, onto here. I get a decent length of cable, so I haven't got to cut it. Get it on there, and just get it moving up and down. Would be a good start, wouldn't it? And then drill into this, mark this, drill it, and mount the torch on there, because I would like to see the torch mounted on there. So there we go. You can see, still chatting away, look. Still busy chatting away. Cool as. Anyway, there you go. So I think that's going to be it for now. If you like, if you like the video and you want to know a little bit more, then hit me up. No problem at all. And please like and subscribe, because you know, those little thumbs up, they do make a world of difference when you're making stuff like this, because A, I enjoy sharing what I do, and B, I just really hope that it is helpful to somebody else. So there you go. Probably catch you a little bit later, we'll see how we go. But as I say, please like and subscribe, hit the bell icon, then every time I upload some iffy videos like this, you'll know to avoid them. Anyway, thanks a lot, catch you later, cheers.